Bro. It's like the thing where it's like, drink out of anything other than a cup or something.
What if like it carries like all the water I need and it's in
It
a
carries all of the water. Like, that's correct.
that's funny. Anyway.
Much, much more normal sized.
Oh my gosh. Best
Okay.
one ever. How cute.
All right. Wow, it's been so long. I mean, I'll take all the blame. Yeah, every single day you were asking me, Dad, can we record today? And
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, I'm too
yeah.
busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Right, yeah. No, just like college is actually like colleging, which is like crazy because like what do you mean, guys? This is real and I like actually have to do this like daily. Like that's pretty crazy. And like I have no time. Like that's also pretty crazy. And then when I do have time, I'm tired. Like man, adult
Speaking of
life is
tired, what
crazy.
time is it?
For me it is 1:28 in the morning.
Okay, I thought it was I thought it was 2:28, but even 1:28, that's still pretty bad. It's 11:30 for me.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
yeah,
I know
yeah.
it's way past. That's why I had to drink coffee late at night
Oh
to.
my gosh. So sorry. I'm so sorry.
Actually, I was drinking coffee because I was playing World of Warcraft, and
What a nerd, dude. Yikes. As we're about to like debrief. Got my notes on my iPad.
yeah, we've both been busy. I just started a new job. I don't even think you know that.
I did not actually. That's
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
I went back to the company that I used to be at. Yeah, I know.
No way. The one
Yeah,
that you that's actually crazy.
that I
Wait,
was.
why?
Oh, that's a long story.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
That's
Back
crazy.
there. And then basketball season is finally over. So now I do have
Mhm.
like more free time. We won the state championship. So,
Woo!
yeah, my other daughter was the MVP of the game. So we've been
Woo!
it's been a long process. We've almost been there year after year after year, and we finally did it in what was probably the last year.
Yeah.
Sophia's graduating; she'll be on to high. So it's junior high girls basketball for anybody that's interested. All right. Well, I know that when you said that you were ready to record another episode, I asked what chapters because I completely forgot. And when I was rereading it, I felt so rusty. I was like, okay, where did we leave off?
Mhm.
Oh, you know what? Shout out. Oh, what? Dude, I try to remember their name.
Is it
Uh, the guy
the
on
Reddit?
Reddit, or I say
Yeah.
guy, the person on Reddit. Let's see, you can find it first. I'm going to get it first. I know I
No, no,
am.
no, I got this. I
Oh,
got
no, I
this.
mean, I already have it. It's
Gosh.
Ludo Ashwell. Ludo Ashwell. Just out of nowhere, like I get a notification on Reddit and it's somebody commenting like, "Did you guys stop?" I'm like, "No, we haven't stopped."
Like,
It,
oh, you guys noticed?
it is kind of a trip, like there's some people that like comment on each video, which is like it's really humbling. And then somebody just randomly saying like, "Hey, you guys," because I kind of feel like we're just speaking out into the void, which is
Oh
fun,
yeah.
because truthfully, I would do this if we did literally had zero viewers. Like this is
Oh
just
yeah.
super fun for me and you to do, but it is a little bit of a trip knowing that other people are following along. It's humbling. So
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Yeah, I know, like real people too, not even like bots. Like that's
I
a
know
real
I didn't even
person.
pay for that bot. It is funny because I did put like $20 on one of our videos to like
Mhm.
for YouTube to try to push it out there, whatever. So all of our views are like 50 views, 50 views, 50 views,
1,000.
1,400.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't even know if we could do a recap on what we read previously. The only thing that I really remember is Ned. Ned had the really big encounter where, oh man,
Yes. Yes.
where
Yes.
he was going. He had the letter, right, and
Mm.
it was the letter that said that he was going to be like the king regent or whatever until like the Baratheon
Oh
heir
yeah,
came to the
yeah.
throne. And then he was going to send out another letter to Stannis saying like, hey, these Baratheons aren't really Baratheons. They're a bunch of Lannister bastards. They're
Mhm.
not. they're not true heirs to the whatever. And then Cersei got that letter, was like, yeah, I don't care about your letter, bro.
Yeah, oh, yeah, and she like ripped
Joffrey's
it or
king.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, oh my
I
gosh.
know. Yeah, yeah. The letter felt like it carried so much weight. She just ripped it up and was like, Joffrey's king. Now what?
Yeah, I
And
know.
then the Littlefinger turned on him. He ended up because
Oh,
yeah,
that's why. I
yeah,
was okay, yeah, that makes sense. Cause like the chapters that I just read, I was like, dude, what like why is this happening? I don't remember like why this was happening. And now I remember. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
continue, sorry.
So Ned went to his kids and was like, "Hey, pack your stuff. We're leaving in the morning." And then he went to confront Cersei. He thought that he was going to not like capture her, I guess, like kind of keep them safe, but out of charge, not in charge, out of charge. Is that?
Out of charge. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's a phrase, but it should be. But then, yeah, so she captures him. The whole city guard, the gold cloaks turn on him, which was the Littlefinger doing. So either way, Ned's captured and chaos. There's lots of chaos. So
Yeah.
first chapter that you jumped into, it's chapter 50, by the way, which is Arya. Do you know what number Arya? Like Arya 6 or something like that, actually.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know any of the numbers. Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Arya chapter. All right. Why don't you take it from there?
Um. So, yeah. Again, like when I started reading this, I had no idea what was going on. So the beginning didn't seem too odd for me because like going from nothing to like this, I was like, oh, okay, like it's just a new Arya chapter, fresh start, whatever. So she's fighting with she's doing sword fighting with her little dancer guy, Sirio. Um, and then like all of a sudden, one of the king's guards. His name is
Marin.
Marin. Sir Marin, he comes in and he was like, "Hey Arya, like you need to come with me." And he has like 5 Lannister guards behind him. And she's like, at first she was like, "Oh yeah," like she's like scared, but she's like, "Okay, like I'll go with you." And then Sirio's like, "Why are you asking her to go with you?" Because at first Marin was like, "Oh yeah, like your dad needs to see you," and then Sirio's like, "Well, like he would just like get his guys to come get her instead." And so then she's like, "Wait a minute, yeah, you're right. Like, what are you guys doing here?" And then she also mentions like, "Oh yeah, you killed Jory, or was it Jory that they killed? Who was the guy that killed the Lannisters that killed? I think it was Jory, right? It was one of
Like when Jamie and Ned fought in the street.
yeah. Wasn't it
I
Jory?
think so. It could be.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was like, or she was like, "You killed Jory. Like I don't trust you." Blah blah blah. Blah. And then Marin's like, "Okay, like I'm over to this. Just like go get her." And so then a whole like little fight happens with Sirio, and Sirio like whoops all their asses
With a
actually
wooden sword.
with the wooden sword. That's crazy. Which I'm sad that like I didn't get more of him before because like all we're hearing is like little bits like, "Oh yeah, I'm training with Serial," but like he was like this badass that just like whooped these Lannister guards
It's
with
kind
a
of
wooden
funny
sword.
in from Arya's perspective. Like the moment she gets a glimpse of how he can really fight, she's like, "Oh, he was just screwing around when he was training
Yeah,
me."
yeah,
She probably
yeah,
thought she was like getting close to his skill level. And she's like, "Oh no, he was just playing with me."
right. And then Sirius telling her like, "Hey, like you just like get out of here," blah blah blah. And then finally Marin steps in and they start fighting, and that's when like Arya leaves because I think she's just like scared for Sirio at that point because Sirio's in like leather and like nothing, and Marin's in like
Full
you know
plate armor. Yeah.
yeah like and the chainmail or whatever. So then she leaves. Um, she she goes to the Tower of the Hand, and then that's when she sees like all the chaos. There's like some dead guard on the outside. She's hearing these people fighting, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to do." And then she goes to the stables, and she's seeing like all just the Winterfell people are dead, bro. Like everybody, even like people that like don't even have high power. Like the
Yeah.
stable guy that's been like with them for forever, he's like dead, or
Yeah.
he's about to die. And then
Yeah.
she like calls up to him, and then he's like, "You have to warn your father," and then he dies. I'm like, oh my gosh, and it's
Yeah.
like this is so sad. Like all of them are dead.
I know. Yeah.
And like again, like with me forgetting everything and then reading this, I was so confused. I was like, why is everybody dead? What is going on? Um, and so then she's like, okay, you know what? The best thing to do, like, I just have to get out of here. So she's about to like saddle up this horse, and then some random stable boy is like, oh, I found her. And so then she turns around, and again, random stable boy, he has this like little pitchfork or whatever, and she's like, hey, can you like help me like saddle this horse up? And he was like, he basically was like, no, I'm gonna take you to the queen, but like in some weird talk. I don't know. He's like, doesn't sound smart to be honest, but whatever.
It's a stable boy.
Um, yeah, that's true. And then, so he grabs her, and then she was like all of the stuff that Siri taught me is gone. The only thing I remember was what John said,
Yeah.
and so she like stabs him in the stomach, and then he was like, you know, obviously he's in shock, and then he's like, take it out, and she took it out, and then he died.
Arya
And
killed
so
somebody.
yeah, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, and then I I don't. She didn't really process it, I swear, because then she just like left. She was like, and then she, like, left, and
She
she
didn't freak
went.
out that she took a life.
I mean, not really.
She didn't.
Like, I think I would be, like, I don't know, like, crying or something. She just, like, left. And then she was like, "Okay, the best course of action since I think, though, I don't know, the gates are gonna be closed or something." She said something was gonna be closed and, like, she wouldn't be able to get to leave, like, on a horse. She was like, "I'm gonna go to the." Is it called the crypts? Like, where the dragon heads are?
Yeah, I don't know if it's crypts. Yeah, somewhere where like the monsters are, so the
Like, a
dragon bones.
dungeon.
Right, yeah.
And she was like, "I'm gonna go there because I don't remember this, but I remember when she first went, but I guess there was, like, a an exit to go out of or something. I don't remember why she's
She was
going there to
first
say.
there, she was chasing cats, and this was like a long
Yeah.
and she's, going through all of these back alleys and underneath this, and then that's where she hears those 2 mysterious people having that
Mhm.
conversation. So I think she essentially has to find that, that same route that she randomly took. There's a gnat near.
But, like, I don't understand why, like, does she think she can get out of that way or something? I mean, that's what I thought, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I forget exactly why she is determined to go back there. I forget.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's where she goes, and that's pretty much where it ends. I mean, she has this little flashback with like her family, and she like feels like not as scared as she walking through the dungeon, but that's pretty much it. Also, the stable boy mentioned that she was like, yeah, your father's dead or something.
Oh yeah.
Um, I don't think Ned's dead yet. I think he's gonna die, but I don't think he's dead yet. But yeah, R.I.P. Ned for real.
Well, it's definitely not looking good for him.
I know. Just so sad. But yeah, that was the end of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it is. It's kind of funny where we left off
I
because
know.
it was like right at the climax. It was like
Yeah.
right when like everything was about to break and get thrown into the
Right.
fire, and then we stopped. And so getting back into it at that point, it's a really chaotic part to
I
come back
know.
into the story.
Right. But yeah, no, it's
Uh,
okay. Now I'm locked now. Like I know what's happening now. But yeah. And
all
then
right.
we have Sansa.
Yeah, it's always interesting when we have two people that are in the same geographic location, because you get a
Mhm.
secondary that is the biggest one.
Bro, like again, it holds enough water. It holds the water that I need. But yeah. And after reading this chapter, Sansa was already on my like list of like I don't really like you. She bumped down to you like your character sucks.
Yeah, yeah, not a great chapter for hers. I mean, this might be actually one of the lowest that she gets.
Yeah, like I don't know. But anyway, so the first sentence is they came for her like on the third day, and I was like, dang. So like they this was more of like, oh yeah, I understand what's happening now because of like I understand like the chaos, but
Yeah,
so they trapped her in this like room with her friend Jean Poole.
yeah,
Um let's see. she most of the days she or I mean I guess it was only 3 days, but she was just asking like, hey, like please bring me to the queen. The queen will want to see me. I'm supposed to marry her son Joffrey. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my, she's so obsessed with Joffrey. I do not understand why. Like, I don't get the hype. Um, she
And it's not even Joffrey. Like I think she also knows that she doesn't like him. She just loves the idea.
I think so too, but it's like the like your father like is a lord, you know. So it's like I feel like you could be a queen in a way, or like even like a high lady. I don't know, but like
Yeah.
you have other options. I think. And so anyway, so that those are how the few days go, and like Jean Poole is just sobbing. She's like, "Dude, where's my dad? I just want to get my dad, really." Um, and so eventually, I think this is the third day. Sir Boris Blount. I don't know if he's
I
important,
think
but
Blunt, yeah. I think he's a Knight's Guard, like one of the
yeah,
seven King's Guard. Yeah.
yeah. So he escorts Sansa to the queen, and so she gets there, and she was like, I don't really remember, but Sansa mentions Jean Poole's dad. She was like, "Hey, like my friend," because I think someone mentioned that Jean Poole was with her, staying in the same room, and the queen was like, "Why is she in there?" And she was like, "Well, we don't really know where to put her." And so Sansa was like, "Oh, you know what? She just wants to see her dad. Like, just get her to her dad, really." And then one of the guards like lowers his eyes, so I'm like, "Okay, her dad's dead."
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I forgot. The queen was like, "Okay, we'll have like Littlefinger take her to her dad and like take her." Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, they're finna kill her.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill her," because the queen was like, "Make sure all of her things are gone before Sansa gets back." And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
being
Cersei said something else like, "Oh, you're with her." Like, oh, something about she's worried about what crazy stories Jane
yeah,
will be
yeah,
telling her. So
yeah,
clearly, Jane's seen something, experienced something on her way to this room. So she said that's why she's like hysterically crying. She's probably seen all this murder, and Sansa's just like, "Do, where's Joffrey?"
yeah. I forgot. Jean Poole did say she was like, "Dude, they're killing everybody."
Yeah,
Actually, when she
right.
first got in there, she was like, "Dude, they're killing everybody out there." I don't even remember what Sansa said, but I don't remember her being that concerned.
Yeah,
So
stop crying. You're acting like a
yeah,
child.
pretty much. Because I remember she was like, "Yeah, Jean Poole just like wouldn't stop crying," and I was like, "Well, I wonder why." Like all of your people are dying outside. But yeah, so I was like, "Dang, this is sad," because Jean Poole. I mean, I'm assuming they're finna kill her. Um, and then so then the queen is being super nice to Sansa. She was like, "Oh, come sit with me. Like we have to have a little chat." Uh, then I guess so the letter that Ned wrote to, I don't, maybe it was Stannis. He wrote a letter I think it was to Stannis. I think the queen saw that letter. Did he write two letters? Because the queen mentioned a letter, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this letter states that like Ned was trying to get Stannis to be the king instead of Joffrey, and that's why he's a traitor."
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what letter
don't
she's
know if
talking
she's seen it or if she just knows what he would have said. Because like Ned is by the book, Stannis is the next rightful person. If it's
about.
not his brother, the next true heir, because Robert didn't have any kids, would
Hmm.
be Stannis. So I don't remember or I don't know if it was ever said that she somehow received this letter, which I don't think could be the case. Um,
Yeah, I just know that she mentioned the like a letter,
right.
and she was like, yeah, like in this letter, Ned was saying,
When Ned confronted her and saying like, "Hey, I know that these are not his kids," I think he might have said that he was gonna let Stannis know.
maybe,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't remember, but anyway, she was basically telling Sansa like, hey, your dad wrote this letter, and this is why he's a traitor, and Sansa was like, no, that's my dad. He would never do that, blah blah. Blah. And she's like, well, since he's a traitor, you can't marry Joffrey. And then that's when she really starts to freak out. She's like, no, my Joffrey, but I love him. And then she just keeps going on about how much she loves him, like how good of a wife she would be or queen she'd be. Um, and then she was this is where she was like, "Yeah, like, I love him so much, that's why I, like, came to you." And so Sansa like, I don't understand why she would do this, I don't understand. The whole, like, good plan that Ned had about, "Oh, yeah, my kids are gonna get back to Winterfell safely," Sansa ruined that
Yeah,
because she
yeah,
decided to go to the queen and be like, "Hey, my dad plans to get us all out of here, but, like, I need to tell Joffrey that I love him."
yeah. What an
No,
idiot, man.
she could
Yeah.
have done that in a letter. She could have done that in a letter. Like, you guys always like, everybody writes letters. Like, is okay, anyway, that made
Yes.
me so mad. I was so upset when I heard that. Um, anyway, and then the queen was like, "Yeah, like, I know you did that good deed, so I need you to do another one. I need you to write these letters to back to Winterfell, to your mom and your brother Rob, and tell them to, like, pledge their allegiance to King Joffrey." And she was like, "Okay, I can do that." And then, yeah, that's what she did. And that's how it was. That's how it ended. We have no news on Ned either. So we don't know his state. But yeah, and that was it. Very mad at Sansa though. Like, I don't understand why she would do that.
Oh, do you remember the very like last part of the chapter where I think she goes back to her room and she's
Oh
about
yeah, she forgot about Arya completely. She
she
was like,
never even
"Dang,
asked for like an
I didn't
update.
even ask about Arya."
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, Sansa's easily hateable at this moment.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this makes sense because, like, why are you? I don't understand, but
Yeah,
that was silly of her.
I mean she is just a kid, but still,
Yeah, I know, but like,
sometimes you hate
dang.
kids. Some
Right,
kids.
right. They just suck. Okay. But yeah, that was that one, and then we have John, and I like usually the John chapters are not like super crazy because it's just like John's like on the wall or whatever. But this one was like, dude, what is happening? What is happening? What's going on?
When I was getting caught back up with the three, and we'll get into what happens with the John chapter, but it is like an action packed. If you were just briefly describing each chapter to somebody that didn't know anything about Game of Thrones, this would seem like one of the biggest, points in the story so far. But when I was reading it, I was like, dude, we got to get back to King's Landing. Like, I got to know, like, what's going to happen with here. So it's just so crazy that you have this really crazy thing happen in John's chapter. But because of the political intrigue and all of the twists and turns, like I'm still drawn to what's
Yeah,
going on at King's Landing, which is
I
just
know.
a testament to what George has done with these characters and the plot twists and the stories and all that.
All right. No, I agree. Because like, yeah, I don't know. Because like this is like in John's chapter, I would say this is really big because again, like this is something that we haven't like witnessed
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
But then also like, bro, like what's gonna happen to my goats at
right,
King Landing? Like, I
yeah,
need to know.
yeah.
Um, but okay, so I remember that the last John chapter. This is when we found the hand, in Ghost's
Oh
mouth.
yeah, yeah. Ghost brought it up. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember when I was first reading, I was like, "Oh my god, the hand!" And then I like totally forgot about it. Um, but so they found two dead men of Ben's like group, which is not looking good for Ben. Like I remember at the beginning, I was like, "Ben's alive, dude. Ben's dead. He's gone.
But why didn't
Um,
they find him?
he's dead somewhere else, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they only found two of them, so like, there's still like what, four more to go. I think there's
Oh,
six.
okay,
So.
true.
But two Ben's guys were found.
And also,
Um,
like they found them close to the wall. So if they were like
yes,
alive close to the wall, you would think that they would come back.
right, yeah, and that's why like later on, some of them were like, oh, they must have like died close to the wall. Like someone probably like maybe like brought them here or something, something. But anyway, so found two dead men of Ben's. John just mentions he keeps having dreams of Winterfell, but he's like in the crypts again, and it's just like a longer dream of that like one bad dream that he keeps having in Winterfell. I don't really know if it like has any importance, but I keep marking it just in case it like comes up.
Does it describe the dream more? Like what?
Yeah, well, it's just like he's in the crypts, and this time, like the I think the little like I don't know, what do you call them? Like the little things where the dead people are in. Like they opened up and then they like the ghost started like walking out. I
Hmm.
think that's what happened. Um, but that was pretty much it. That's how the dream ended again. And he's like still like looking for his dad and everything. Um, and then he mentions it's been half a year since Ben is gone.
Hmm.
Dude, like it just every new information I get of Ben, like it's just
Yeah, yeah.
not looking good. And then this is when they start investigating the corpses more. They notice that like they're I mean, first of all, both of their eyes are blue, and then they're like, wait a minute, like those guys did not have blue eyes. They're like dry too, so they've been like dead for a really long time. Sam pointed that out actually.
Sam.
And then again, like they're really close to the wall, so that's weird. So then I forgot who it was. I think it's what do they call him, the bear or something.
Yeah, Jorah Mormont. He's the leader of the Night's Watch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they have him, or oh, he has the group like bring the two dead bodies back, and oh, and then once they get back to the wall, they um they get the letter that the king is dead, which I also did not remember that, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, the king is dead.
Oh yeah,
Well, because he died in like such a like a lame, like I don't want to say that, but
yeah. He didn't
like it
die
was.
on the battlefield or.
No, he died because he decided to go hunting when he was like drunk. Oh wait, but I forgot about like that whole like conspiracy where like someone thought they could have been he could have been like poisoned or something, but not like poison, but
So
like
his squires are Lannisters. It's like Cersei's
yeah.
cousins, and he happened to be extremely drunk when he went hunting. They were the ones giving him the wine.
But like, and then someone else was like, yeah, usually Robert wouldn't get that. Like he wouldn't get that like I don't know messed up when he drinks because he drinks all the time,
Right, right.
right? But I mean, like I don't know anything about that. Anyway, um, oh yeah, so they found out that King is dead, and then they also like everyone knows that Ned is a traitor, quote unquote traitor. So everyone's like basically being like very sympathetic to John. They're like, keep your head up, type shit. But the one guy, Sir Alistair, is the one that's all mean, and he was like making fun of John, and he's like, oh, he's a bastard, and he's the son of a traitor. And so then John like literally goes to attack him in the middle of dinner, and so they have to get like a whole like group to hold him back. And so then he's put in like a little like I don't know prison cell with a guard, and but he also has ghosts, so that was nice. And so then he like goes into a corner, goes to sleep. He wakes up, and Ghost is like, I think he's like by the door, like I don't know, like sniffing or maybe even like pawing at the door. And so John's like, oh, what's up? It's probably just the guard he smells through the door. And so then he goes and I don't know why the door's just open. Like the
Yeah, I
door's
don't know if it's like a prison per se where he's like locked inside. I think it's just like an area.
okay. Yeah,
I
I was
could
gonna.
be I could be wrong, but I feel like it's like, hey, dude, chill out in here, cool off.
Yeah, yeah. It might be that because like he just opened the door. So, and then the guard is dead. He's like, oh yeah, the guard is looking up at me, but he's like stomach down, so his like like head is like completely twisted. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so he takes, um, Ghost is like just going up the tower, and I think this is where the bear is staying, and
Just as a reminder, you remember who is the bear's son?
yes, because this is Mormont.
Yes.
So the Mormont's the it's not Jorah, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
It is Jorah Mormont. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is the traitor, the second traitor, right?
yeah.
The one
The
are
actual.
they in the free cities? I don't know where they
Oh
are.
well, they're definitely on the other continent in Essos. I don't think they're necessarily at one of the free cities. I
Mm.
think they're at Vastothrak. I think. Did
Oh
she
right,
just like
yeah.
eat that heart?
That's a well. That was from their little wedding thing, right? The eating heart
No,
thing.
they had the wedding early. She gets pregnant. Now she's like really pregnant, and then she's in front of like all the women leaders, and she has to eat the heart whole to prove that like her baby's gonna be like the king of the world or whatever.
But didn't that no, that did happen, but wasn't after that when her brother dies?
I think before.
Really?
I think so. I could be
Dang.
wrong.
I don't remember.
Those two events happen pretty
Like
close.
really close to each
Yeah.
other though, yeah. Okay, but anyway, that those were most recent. But yeah, I do remember who Mormont's son is. So yeah, so Ghost is like going up the tower, and so obviously John is like, okay, well, like I gotta follow him, and so he takes the sword from the guard and he follows him up, and then he sees this like guy in a cloak with like icy blue eyes, and Ghost but like it's all dark because there's like some curtains or something, and so Ghost like lunges at this guy, and he does this. John doesn't know what's going on, so he like opens up the curtain so he can see, and then Ghost is like being like choked by this weird guy with like black fingertips or whatever, and then he lunges at the guy, I think, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's the dead guy we found in the woods." I forgot what his name was. It was like Oath or Other or
Yeah,
Other.
I think you're right.
It's
It's
something like
nobody
that.
that we've like really known.
Yeah, but it's one of Ben's guys that was dead that we just found. That we just found.
Yeah.
Like that. I oh yeah, Other. I wrote it down. Dead guy from earlier. Um.
Did you put dead in quotes? Dead guy. Kind of.
Oh, I should have. No, I just put in parentheses. Dead guy from earlier. Yeah, and so they're like having a fight, and then he chops off his arm, and his arm is like wiggling around, like still like moving. There was so much going on. I was like, dude, I underlined so much in that too. I was like, um, and then the bear comes out, and he's like, he just woke up. He doesn't really know what's going on. He has his little like lantern with his candle in it, and then John is like he starts a fire on the curtains, I think, and then he grabs the curtains and he throws it on the dead guy, and then he's like, please just catch on fire, please.
He burns
And
his hand pretty bad too, John.
does he?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if they mentioned that, but yeah. Because
He
I thought
says,
he had to like reach into some.
well, yeah, I was gonna say he said it says like he reaches like right into like the flame to grab the thing, but that's like where it ends. So
Okay.
I don't really know anything else other than that, but he was like, yeah, please catch on fire, please catch on fire. um but yeah, and that's how it ended, which is like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. This dead guy. This, I feel like this is the first like supernatural thing too, because like I don't remember anything other, like no dead guy has come back to life. Well, okay, unless we're looking, actually, very beginning of the book.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But like that was so short, and then we never heard of it again.
So I was going to ask you like if you've pieced together that very first prologue, because if you remember some of the details, one of the guys says that he's seen all of these dead bodies. So he goes back to get his other, and this is the prologue.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes back
yeah.
to
No,
get
I
the other,
remember.
and he's like, "Hey, there's a bunch of dead bodies here," and they come upon it, and all the dead
There's it's
bodies are
empty.
gone. Right.
Yeah,
So that lets you think that like, okay, the dead people are no longer here. Who took them? Now that you see a dead person kind of reanimated, now you can start piecing together. Okay, nobody took the dead bodies. The dead bodies got up and walked
start moving.
away. I think when they described the people that killed Waymar Royce, remember that dude from the very first chapter?
Yeah.
He was like the cocky little young leader from,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the people that killed him had like the icy blue eyes. So you're starting to kind of piece it together that these, I don't want to say call them zombies, but
The
these,
other is Dan.
the others, yeah, you're starting to learn a little bit more about the others and how they work.
Yeah, I think it's just so crazy because like the only time well, not the only time it's ever mentioned, but like the only time we really see them is like the prologue. That was so long ago. That was so long ago, and now we're getting more of it. Dang, I wonder if Ben is the other. That would suck.
Mm.
We got like nothing of him. But yeah, no, that was pretty crazy. So I wonder, like, I mean, I guess you have to kill them to burn them. Because I remember when the bear was like, "Oh, bring them back," or no, before he said bring them back, someone was like, "Just burn them," And then everyone was like, "Yeah, burn them." And the bear was like, "Nah, bro, we're gonna bring them back."
I forget which chapter it was, but the wildlings, the people that just live north of the wall, they have
Oh yeah.
they
Oh my
have a
god.
tradition that whenever you die, you burn. Like you essentially cremate the dead. So
Oh well.
it lets you know that like they know, right? Yeah, if they're living kind of amongst them, or at least in the same area, like this is
Mhm.
what you do with dead bodies. You have to burn them. So
Yeah,
again, you're starting to piece it all together.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, and I also remember when they first found the dead bodies, and they were like wondering like why they were so weird. Like, oh, all the animals didn't want to go near them for one. They were like all weird. Besides Ghost, but Ghost is like different because you know. And then
It's not like
also,
other wolves.
I'm like, oh gosh, Dad, that was really bad. That was funny. Oh gosh. Anyway, um,
He's different.
yes, Dad, thank you. Uh, oh, they weren't like rotting either, which also like they didn't have like a rotting smell. Um, so that's why they were like, man, these corpses are so weird. They're like they've been dead for a while, but they're not rotting, and the animals don't want to go near them, and they both have blue eyes. That's weird. Um, but yeah. Anyway, that was it.
All right. Well, what is the next chapters coming up?
Oh shoot. I think the next one is Bran. Well,
Ooh,
bro, where's Ned at? I need to know what's happening with my goat. Uh,
Danny and Cat.
Ned, Danny, Cat is next after Danny.
Bran, Danny, and then Cat. So
Uh,
Bran. Oh, where is Bran? Do you remember where Bran is?
no,
Hold on, I
I
gotta
thought I isn't no. Okay, I don't think he's anywhere new. Like, cause wasn't the last? No, no. Okay, wait. Before you even say anything, hold on. So I remember Tyrion made him that saddle,
Yeah.
and then they used the saddle in the next chapter, and then he got like hurt and like found or something, right? Like they went like out hunting or
Yeah.
something, and then Rob saved him. I don't remember what happened after.
Theon kind of saved him. So
True,
he
true,
shoots
yeah,
the wildling or whatever, but Rob gets mad at him because like, what if you miss? What if you hit Bran? What if like a lot of things could have went wrong. So
yeah,
they brought the one wildling lady back, right?
yeah, yeah. Okay, wait. I think they did go somewhere, but now I don't remember. Like, cause I remember they were like gonna take Bran, right?
Wasn't that like a long time ago though? Because
That feels like a long time ago, but
since
it's been a.
then Rob went off to war, right?
I don't think you did that yet, bro.
Oh, maybe he might. uh,
Oh. um. I mean,
yeah.
like I knew it was coming because like there was a whole talk about like war coming or something. I don't even remember.
Okay. No. 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 Okay. Sorry.
There
Sorry.
was a whole there whole was a whole oh my god talk about war coming because Brand was like, dang, like he actually has to go to war now, and like now that I'm older, like I don't want him to go to war, and he was like worried about it.
It was also the fact that Catelyn um, got Tyrion, and now the Lannisters are mad, and they were
Oh
like,
yeah,
it just seemed like all the pressure, like all the kindling is being thrown, and then you just need like one spark before like war erupts. So I think we're still, at least from Winterfell's perspective, I think we're right before it
the big
erupts.
war.
I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember where Brand was. I low key thought he was back still at Winterfell,
I
but
think
he's with like the family.
who? I
Like,
mean, it's really just Rob, right?
oh, true. Yeah, I forgot Cat's not there. Oh my gosh.
Right, right.
Oh my god. Yeah, I
Yes.
was like, oh yeah.
And they also have the Macer. The Macer is still kind of like a quasi family member.
Yeah, but like, bro,
Jury's still
Cat's
out on
supposed to
him.
be there, and
Um,
she's with Tyrion. I forgot about that.
well, Tyrion's now free.
Oh wait, no, she's not with Tyrion. Where is she at? Wait, no, she's with her sister, right?
Right. So the three of them were together. So Kat, Lysa, and Tyrion. They were all up at the Eyrie, and they had the trial for Tyrion.
Yeah, and then
Tyrion had
Tyrion,
his guy do the battle for him,
what was his name? I forgot.
Bronn.
Braun. I knew it was with the B. Yeah.
Yep. So now Tyrion and Bronn essentially got released, but they have to go a super dangerous way.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
remember
I
that.
think that's where we left off with Tyrion.
Yeah.
So I think Kat is now back with still in the Eyrie, I
Mhm.
think, with Lysa, but now they
Yeah.
no longer have Tyrion, so they're gonna have to figure out what's next now that they don't have Tyrion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where we left off.
Now, do
Yeah,
you
we
think
haven't.
she'll now finally go back to Winterfell?
Probably not the way you say that. Like she should. She needs to because like the she doesn't even know that half her people are dead.
Hmm.
Like there's that whole thing with like Winterfell just like falling apart and she's not even there for that. That's so sad. Like and Ned thinks she's just at home too.
Hmm.
Like that's so sad. He doesn't even know. Oh, their kids don't even know besides Rob and Bran. But like
I
Sansa.
wonder if she'll get word if the Wall has already got word that the king died and Ned is a traitor. Chances are is that they
That
have.
she's again, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I mean, like, I'm assuming the wall gets like the
Maybe
last
the
of the
best,
message.
right? I mean, they
Yeah,
are
because
physically the
it's the wall.
farthest. Yeah.
Yeah,
So if she gets that message, what is she gonna do?
I don't think she's gonna think her husband's a traitor.
No.
She'll
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
she'll just be like, maybe she'll. I'm like, maybe she'll go back, but then also like I thought that she was supposed to go back last time, and then she decided to like do a whole U-turn and go somewhere else. But um, she'll definitely leave her sister. I think. I just maybe she'll go to King's Landing. No, but that does not seem like a great idea. That seems like the worst idea ever.
So that's probably what Kat will do because she always does the worst idea ever.
I really hope she doesn't go to King's Landing because that would be like really dumb. But low key, I honestly would not be surprised. It's either King's Landing or Winterfell.
Do you remember what Ned told her to go do when like they had their
Go back to Winterfell and like tell the people to like get ready or something, right?
call the banners,
Yeah,
right? And
dude.
imagine
I bet if she could have, yeah, I bet if she called the banners, it would have been better. It would
if
have been
she would
better.
have, yeah, they would already be like, almost back to King's Landing by now,
Shame,
Yeah.
shame. Way to go,
Yeah.
Cat.
But before that cat chapter, we have a Daenerys chapter. We already
Oh
kind
yeah.
of talked about where we think.
I
Um,
think I think it was with her brother dying. Like I think that was the last thing because I remember it being like, "Oh my god, her brother's dead." Because they melted the little gold thing on his face, and then I
I'm
remember
a
we were
golden
talking about how
crown.
you were like, "There's no way it would melt that quickly."
Yeah, they had to spend 40 minutes melting that gold, and he's just struggling there.
Yeah. I so okay with her brother dead, bro. How am I? I don't even know.
I think
Like,
she has to be pretty close to giving birth.
oh, that's true. Yeah, I forget that like the time skips. I don't pay attention to those, but yeah, I think you're right. Also, I'm wondering if those eggs are gonna hatch anytime soon because I know those are eggs.
Those rocks?
Dead. Don't try to gaslight me, bro. I know those are eggs. Um. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My prediction now. Yeah. 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 She might give birth. So giving birth, that's a good one. But there's not. I feel like there's not much like going on. I know her brother just died, but like there's not much going on over there. Like is Loki just like I don't know. I don't know. I think the biggest thing is she's gonna give birth. And if she doesn't, it'll probably just be a new problem that arises that I don't know about until I read it. So
What a prediction.
right, yeah,
It's going to be
yeah,
conflict with the plot
yeah.
and character development, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's it. That's all I got.
All right. So you're going to read the books like tomorrow, and we'll do another
Oh
episode
my
in like a day from
gosh.
now or something?
Um,
No
Let me think.
pressure.
No, 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 wait, but like I need to like I just need to make a better schedule. Okay, like I can aim for Monday. Okay, the only problem is like I'm free like during the day, but then you're not free during the day.
I know it is tough scheduling wise. It is tough.
Yeah, we'll figure it out though.
Maybe we'll try to make the weekends a little bit more
Yeah,
routine because at least during the weekends I'm more free during the day. But we'll
yeah,
try to make it work.
yeah. Sounds good to me. I'm fine with whatever. But yeah, wait, did we do predictions for all three characters? Oh
Yeah.
damn!
Do I
I guess.
need you good? It's late. Wait, did we review the chapters?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, till next time. I hope it's not 2 months.
I mean, we are on like the same path as George R. R. Martin on finishing the next book. Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
as long as, well, I think we'll still get done before he's ready with the next book, which is the goal, anyways.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. Hopefully it's not 2 months, but if it is, we'll see you guys then. See ya.